Today's bucket list is based on the most beautiful capitals in Europe that every person should see before they die. Let's get started. Tucked quietly between the Alps and the Adriatic, there's a capital many still mispronounce, Ljubljana. But don't let the name trip you up. This city, it flows like poetry. Cross one of its dragon-guarded bridges and you'll feel it. Calm, green, and effortlessly charming. No traffic chaos here, just bicycles, laughter, and the gentle hum of cafe chatter by the river. The old town, it's like a fairy tale, rushed with pastel facades and crowned by a castle that watches silently from above. Street musicians play near fountains, and locals wander with gelato, and hurried and content. This isn't a city that shouts, Ljubljana whispers. And if you slow down, it speaks in Baroque towers, cobblestone alleys, and riverside sunsets that make you forget time exists. It's small, yes, but that's its secret. Every step feels personal, every moment a postcard. So if you're chasing peace, beauty, and a little magic, you just found it. Valletta isn't just a capital, it's a fortress carved from golden stone, rising proudly above the Mediterranean. Step inside its walls, and time folds. Narrow streets echo with footsteps of knights, and Baroque balconies lean out like they're still waiting for ships to return. It's tiny, the smallest capital in the Europe, but don't be fooled. Valletta is dense with history, sunlight, and soul. Cafes spill into piazzas where cannons once stood, church domes catch the morning light. And every corner whispers a tale of sieges, saints, and survival. The sea is never far. It shimmers at the edge of every view, reminding you that this city has always stood between worlds, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. But Valletta isn't stuck in the past. It's alive with festivals, colors, and Maltese pride. This isn't just a place you visit. It's a place you feel, in every stone, every breeze, every golden sunset. Podgorica, it's not the capital you expect, and that's exactly why it stays with you. No grand palaces, no overcrowded squares. Just a quiet rhythm of rivers, bridges, and a city learning to breathe between past and present. Built where 5 rivers meet, Podgorica is surrounded by mountains and stories. You'll find Ottoman mosques, Yugoslav blocks, modern cafes, and Roman ruins, all coexisting in the same calm heartbeat. Locals sip coffee like it's a ritual. Parks stretch wide under blue skies. And just minutes away, nature steals the show with waterfalls, vineyards, and lakes that feel untouched. This isn't a city that tries to impress you. It just is raw, real, and unpolished. And maybe that's its charm. Because while others chase postcards, Podgorica offers something quieter. A sense of space, of pause, of Montenegro's soul, hiding in plain sight. Bratislava, the capital you almost skip until it steals your heart. Nestled along the Danube, Where Slovakia brushes shoulders with Austria and Hungary, this small city is full of quiet surprises. Its old town feels like a secret, pastel buildings, cozy cafes, and statues that seem to wink as you pass by. Above it all, the White Castle watches, proud and still, guarding stories carved into every stone. But Bratislava doesn't shout its history. It whispers through winding alleys, Baroque churches, and the soft echo of footsteps on cobblestones. It's a city of contrasts, medieval walls and modern towers, tradition and edge, elegance and humor. One moment, you're in a quiet square sipping wine, the next, you're on the riverbank watching boats drift by. It may be smaller than its famous neighbors, but maybe that's the point. Because in Bratislava, you don't chase the moment, you simply live it. Skopje isn't like anywhere else. It's bold, bizarre, and unforgettable. You walk into the city and suddenly, it feels like history and imagination collided. Giant statues tower over plazas, neoclassical buildings rise beside brutalist blocks. It's dramatic, eccentric, and oddly beautiful. But dig deeper, and you'll find a city with layers. The Ottoman old bazaar winds with charm, full of tea houses, mosques, and whispers from centuries past. Cross the stone bridge, and it's like stepping between worlds. Skopje carries the spirit of resilience. Earthquakes shook it, empires shaped it, and yet it stands, proud, complex, alive. This is also the birthplace of Mother Teresa, and her quiet legacy hums beneath the city's loud surface. Mountains watch from a distance. The Vardar River flows through the heart. And somewhere between the chaos and calm, Skopje grows on you. It's not picture perfect, but it doesn't try to be. It's real. And that's what makes it worth the journey. Sarajevo isn't just a city, it's a crossroads of worlds. Here, minarets rise beside church spires. Cobblestone alleys echo with the scent of coffee, grilled javapi, and centuries of survival. In one step, you're in the Ottoman Empire. The next, Austro-Hungarian Europe. This is where East meets West, not in theory, but in feeling. Sarajevo has seen beauty, and it has seen war. It carries both in silence. The scars of siege still remain, but so does the spirit. A spirit that sings in its music, its mosques, its markets, and its people. The Latin Bridge still whispers of a shot that changed the world. But walk a little further, and you'll find laughter in Bastardzija, sunset over the hills, and the warmth of a city that refuses to be defined by its past. Sarajevo doesn't ask to be understood. It asks to be felt. And once you do, you'll never forget it. Tirana, a city that surprises you the moment you arrive. It wasn't built to impress, but to express, and today, it's bursting with color, energy, and change. Once gray and quiet, Tirana has transformed itself into a canvas of bold murals, quirky architecture, and endless motion. Walk through Skanderbeg Square and feel the heartbeat of a young capital with an old soul. Italian boulevards mix with communist blocks. Ottoman relics stand near glass towers. Its history layered, raw and real. The locals, warm, curious, and proud, They'll invite you for strong coffee and stronger conversation, because in Tirana, stories are meant to be shared. There's a rhythm here in the hum of cafes, the call to prayer, the echoes of laughter inside streets. It's chaotic, yes, but in the most beautiful way. Tirana doesn't pretend to be perfect. It's alive, evolving, and absolutely unforgettable. Tbilisi isn't just a capital, it's a feeling wrapped in stone, steam, and song. Cradled by hills and split by the Kura River, this city is where Europe brushes against Asia, and ancient meets electric. Wander through the old town and you'll smell sulfur from its legendary bathhouses. Balconies lean like gossiping neighbors, and churches cling to cliffs like they've always belonged there. But this city isn't stuck in the past. Modern glass rises beside medieval ruins. Street art bursts across brick walls. And at night, the city glows with wine, music, and stories that flow just as easily as the river below. Tbilisi is soulful, a little chaotic, endlessly poetic. It's a city of resilience, of rebellion, of radical hospitality. You don't need a map here, just follow your senses. Because in Tbilisi, every street is a verse, and every corner has a voice. And once it sings to you, you'll never forget the tune. I hope you like the bucket list of these beautiful capitals of Europe. To see the next bucket list, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. See you in the next bucket list.